Hi everyone, this is Louisa, the Eat Right Chef. You're watching a video series on the myths surrounding healthy eating. In the last episode, the first of this series, I talked about the myth that eating healthy is super expensive and unaffordable. And in this episode, I'm going to continue on this topic, but I'm going to give you some practical tips so you can use them and test them to see if you can actually afford eating healthy. These tips are going to help you to eat healthy even if you are on a budget. So let's get started. My first tip is to figure out what produce to buy if you are on a budget and you still want to be safe. So go to the website of the Environmental Working Group, ewg.org, where there are two lists you can download. One is the Dirty Dozen and one is the Clean 15. The Dirty Dozen gives you a dozen of produce for each year, which have been tested to contain the largest amount of pesticide residues. So make sure you don't buy conventionally grown produce that appear on that list. And the Clean 15 is very useful because it contains produce that contain the least amount of pesticide residues, even if they are conventionally grown. So this way you don't have to buy everything organic. And one example is grapefruit, which I eat every day. I put it in my smoothie. Grapefruit is listed on the Clean 15, so this way you can mix and match so that you will get the cleanest food, and not every one has to be organic. Okay, my next tip is to find out in your neighborhood, in your area, if there are any CSA, which is community supported agriculture organizations. They help the farmers to sell their produce to the people in the region, and usually consumers can order a box from a particular farm or maybe a number of farms, and usually there's a lot to choose from, and of course the quality is great because it's organic agriculture and the produce is super fresh and the price is not bad either. Another option for those of you who don't live close to any farms at all, you can try to find out if there is any local food co-ops. Personally, I belong to one, and the food co-ops, how it works is that all the members work there as volunteers, and so that the labor cost is become minimal, and so all the food prices they can be a lot cheaper than what you find in big grocery stores that sell organic food, because the labor cost has been eliminated. So this way you can buy organic food at a very, very good cost. And that's how I get my organic produce. And even there are also meats to choose from, and grass-fed, free-range, and also free-range eggs as well. So that's another tip. And if you live near a farm, that's the best thing. Go directly to the farmer and buy from them. And this ensures the quality and the freshness. There's nothing better than buying directly from a farmer whom you know. Okay, so there are a couple of more tips to help you to save money. For example, you can buy certain fresh produce like herbs, and sometimes you realize that, oh, there's so much, I can't use it up, and I always toss the rest of it. It becomes bad in the fridge. Well, what you can do is that if you plan to use the herbs within a week, you can put them in a jar with some water to keep them fresh, and put a little plastic bag over. That way they will last longer. Or you can clean and then dry and chop up the herbs and put them in plastic bags, Ziploc bags. Stick them in the freezer, and you can use them much further down the road, and that, you know, you can have fresh herbs in your cuisine rather than dry herbs, and it gives your dishes much better aroma. And speaking of herbs, you can also grow herbs in your kitchen, even if you don't have a lot of counter space. And another tip is to buy in bulk and store the food in your freezer. And if you simply don't have enough room, or if you don't think you can eat up that much, you can always try to get a friend or a neighbor or family member to, you know, share with you when you buy in bulk, and that saves you a lot of money in the long run. Another tip is that for certain grocery items, dry food, packaged food that is organic, and preservative and additive free, there are certain online grocery stores that you can buy from, and you know, they offer very good prices. And one of them, you have I will put the name and the link below in the description of this video, and you can go and check it out. You can join that store as a member, and then you will end, even though there's a fee, a yearly fee, you will end up saving a lot, and that the saving will cover the membership. As well, the company also donates the money they get from the membership fees to families who can't afford good food, and you know, so this is a really good service to check out. The next tip is so interesting, and I hope you pay attention, because you know, I have been teaching people how to eat right according to their blood type, and I've been talking about the health benefits of following the blood type diet. And one amazing thing about following this diet is that when you go out to do grocery shopping, you can just focus on buying all the produce, the food items that are beneficial for your unique blood type, and then you can forget about the rest. And this way, it's like laser sharp. You know, you're very focused. You buy only the beneficial food, and you will not waste a single penny on food that is going to harm your health. So it gives you great bang for the buck. And you know, what's better than that? It's so economical. I really highly recommend this. And if you are on a budget, it's not going to be super expensive as you have thought, because you're going to actually save a lot of money not buying the food that is harmful for you. There is one more tip that I almost forgot to tell you, and it is that you can use leftovers in a very creative way to make amazing dishes. And this way you will actually end up saving quite a lot of money as well. Well, I hope that you find these tips helpful, and that you're actually going to apply some of them so that you can save money while eating healthy. In the next episode, I'm going to start talking about the second myth surrounding healthy eating, and that is cooking for health is very tricky troublesome or time consuming, or all of them. So if you are one of those who really hate cooking, especially cooking with healthy ingredients, that video is for you. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like this page or join my Facebook private community. The link is below this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.